Can you introduce yourself, your name, where you're from, and what your community is like?
My name is Mason Cook. I'm from Asheville, North Carolina. And I would say my community is artistic.
Where were you when you first heard about the hurricane?
I was sleeping in my bed, and I woke up at about 11 a.m. So my parents coming in the room and telling me what happened.
Bounced off. Holy shit, that's second gear right there.
That's second
That's second gear.
It's not good.
No, goddamn. They must have been there waiting till the night getting their inventory out.
What was your initial reaction when you realized how serious the storm was?
I was in shock. I would say I was in shock for a while, and I was worried about things being the same.
Can you describe what the day of the hurricane was like for you?
It was surprising and scary, and a little bit sad.
What do you remember most vividly from that day?
What I remember most vividly from that day is waking up, going downstairs, and looking out the back window and seeing a tree that had fallen across my yard onto my neighbor's house.
Oh, I see.
So, what's your name and what's your occupation?
My name is Brandon Holder. I'm the Town of Boone Cultural Resources Coordinator, and I work here at the Joneshouse.
What does Boone and Appalachian culture mean to you?
It's a college town. We're, about an hour and a half from any town bigger than us, so the university brings more arts, culture, diversity than the typical mountain town, but we have all of that kind of thing too, so it's kind of a mix of Appalachian culture and then just, the culture that people who cycle in through the university bring and energy to the area.
Awesome. The last question I want to ask you is Hurricane Helene happened about last year, and I was just wondering how it's affected your life or people's lives around you.
Yeah, well, it's still very obvious to me the effects of the hurricane, and now we're about, we're over a year, approaching a year and a half since the hurricane, but still, many roads are not completely restored, people's bridges, there's still a barn roof near my house that slammed into another barn, and so it's the biggest storm I've experienced in the 16 years here. There was a lot of awful from it, absolutely, and but it also brought a lot of people together and just kind of demonstrated the resiliency of people in this area to help each other and come together and clean up and rebuild.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
How did you and your family try to stay safe?
We just stayed in the house and used as little things as possible because there was no water or electricity.
What was it like when the storm finally passed?
There was a sense of calmness and maybe some hopefulness.
If you could talk to future generations about the hurricane, what would you want them to remember or know?
I would want them to remember how that experience brought people together, and versus like other things like COVID-19, how it pushed people apart. You know, everybody was in their houses on their phones, and then during this crazy event, everybody came together and was helping each other out, and it was really cool to see.
That's moving. All right, Mason, thank you for your time.
Of course.